5 minutes. Good time, good moments in 5 minutes.
Welcome to another episode of 5 Minutes. I'm Rawit Hanutsa. Today, I'll be sharing an article by Alex Mather titled 11 Unique Tips That Can Give You a Mental Advantage Over 95% of People. These tips are truly invaluable and can help you stand out from the crowd. There are 11 points with corresponding worth. Point number 1. It's about finding a way to do less and get more. I'm always looking for this path. In this, he said that people with this way of thinking will look for a way. This is not a shortcut. But the way to do it is to do it without having to put in more effort than necessary. I agree with this, that it's really a matter that if we start thinking about the problem like this, there will be a way. It may not be possible every time, but which part can be done? The second is breathing exercises. He said that many people can't breathe. He just really used this word and said they didn't know that breathing was so important, especially when there are events that affect us strongly. For example, we are angry or we are excited. There are individuals who have engaged in the practice of deep breathing. There exists a book on this subject matter that is rather fascinating. Unless my memory fails me, it is titled Breathe. He said that people who practice breathing are better able to handle these situations, especially when emotional. Being overwhelmed by a powerful rage can lead us to make choices we may come to lament. Thus, it is crucial for an individual who knows how to breathe won't make a mistake. The third point is, when it is the time to do something, place your focus on solving the problems of others. I'm fond of this approach. It involves adopting an outward mindset. Instead of only thinking about our problems and how to solve them, we should also consider the larger picture and address other people's issues. Most of the time, the choices we make and the actions we take have great value, not just for ourselves, but for many others as well. Point 4. Whenever you do anything, you should know what is important, so we can do it differently. I once said in a podcast about this point that Kunling MFX mentioned when we play golf for 20 baht per hole or for 2 million baht, we will not play it as the same. Point 5. They say take things you don't use, donate it or throw it away. I agree with this as well, because I just make arrange my house. When we take things out of, clear out a lot of things, I felt an immediate refreshing sensation, and then my mind cleared up as well. Similarly, our brains tend to mimic this phenomenon when we find ourselves in crowded and cluttered environments. Point 6. Eat foods that are high in protein and lower carb, and I'll give you a little extra. You should eat food that it's very low in sugar too. The reason is because people who eat food with high protein, low carb, low sugar, and eat good and healthy food. And here it is. Don't eat processed food or anything like that. What will happen is that the brain, concentration is more effective. I have a vlog called New You. It focuses on changing behavior, improving eating habits, and regular exercise. The aim is to adopt a sustainable lifestyle, not just for a short time, but for the long term. It encourages a lasting change that can be maintained indefinitely. If you are interested, please consider watching the New You. This program covers a diverse range of topics, including food. Over time, I've come to realize that there is a strong correlation between food and various other aspects. Our brain's capacity to concentrate effectively and utilize our cognitive abilities adequately is crucial. Number 7. What do we do about the matters we risk? In this case, it means things that take risks and get good benefits. Upside gain is high. Let's use this word. If talking about work, we must say this risk is within acceptable criteria. Number 8. I really enjoy it, especially in English. He said limit cheap dopamine. Limiting expenses can still result in the release of cheap dopamine. Dopamine, a substance produced by our brain, is released when we experience happiness, and it can be triggered by various things. Consuming sugar triggers the release of dopamine. Engaging in gaming also triggers the release of dopamine. And seeing people on social media hitting, also triggers the release of dopamine. Even taking drugs can result in the release of dopamine. While these activities may provide temporary happiness, they may not offer long-term benefits. Number 9, do things slowly. Taking things slowly. Well, it's often best to speak more slowly. In fact, People from all around the world, including myself, tend to hurry when speaking. However, I am currently putting effort into speaking more slowly. When we speak quickly, we don't leave any room for doubt and resistance. We deny ourselves the chance to think, and sometimes we ignore what others have to say because we're too focused on pushing a particular agenda. They say that challenges are beneficial, and I believe this to be true. Just like I committed to writing an article every day for these 30 days, suppose it's a challenge. Would you join me in doing 100 squats every day for 30 days? This can keep us active and remind us of life's obstacles, promoting change. So imagine at the end of these 30 days, completing such a challenge could shift our mindset, helping us adapt and thrive in various situations, positively impacting our lives. The last point, encourage creative thinking without limits. The person inquired about ways to enhance their creativity, correct? The author responded by stating that they have personally observed that the more they engage in creative endeavors, the more their creative abilities expand. That is to say, as we continue to create new things, our creativity will grow exponentially, allowing us to explore different paths and perspectives. The process of creation is not rooted solely in pondering, but rather initiated by taking action. Thank you so much for watching 5 Minutes. I appreciate your support, and see you next time.
5 minutes, good time, good moments in 5 minutes.